3.5 million older people now live alone. 1 in 4 children of elderly parents say they're too busy to visit. 48% of over 65s consider the TV their main form of company.
For many people, old age is not a time of reflection and contentment, but of fear and loneliness. With many of us living longer, increasing numbers of elderly people are living isolated lives, according to Healt the Aged. The charity has launched a campaign to help get the elderly out of their homes and socialising more. Ben Gagan reports.
For Pat Higgs, every day is a long one. There are few visitors, and because of her fragile health, she finds it difficult to get out and meet other people. Time passes slowly in isolation and silence.
Some days I could just sit here and cry. I'm terrified that one of these days I'm going to die and they're not going to find me for a week or so. I know it's silly, but sorry, that bit upsets me.
Well, before the accident, I used to do my own cooking, and I used to cycle a lot, you know, and I was quite happy. But of course, after the accident, the doctor advised me that I should go to a luncheon club, and that's how I started. I like meeting the people, and the people that run it are very nice, and the food particularly is marvellous. And it's part of my life now, so I will miss it immensely.
How would you say that your life's been changed as a result of your involvement with Rise?
Absolutely for the better, 100% for the better, because I absolutely look forward to going there.
Vicky, can you tell us how you first heard about Rise?
It was roughly November 2008 when I wasn't very well and my daughter took me to the doctors. He said I was on the verge of depression because I built myself into a hole, and the receptionist at the doctors gave us Regenerate Rise phone number. It was after lunch I heard that they take you out in the minibus to certain places like big garden centres. There's quite a lot of things going on that would interest people younger than 80, people older than 80, like me. They have hairdressers there, and they have people come to look at their hearing aids, to look at their eyes so they can help them, and even to look at them walking properly. So it is really, really good. You do get a lot of help from here. We play bingo some afternoons if we don't go out in the minibus. And lots of things happen. They do art here. There's just something going on the whole time. And where art is, it's a young lady that comes that does that sort of thing. So you're not really wasting money by buying the canvas and the paints, because that is yours to take home just as you want it. It's very, very good, and I just love getting up in the mornings and coming here. It's a whole new life. Get up in the morning, shower, cup of tea, biscuit, start getting dressed. Before it was joggers and a sloppy old shirt, and I'd still be in that come bedtime.
Good afternoon, everybody. I just wanted to talk about direct payments, which is something that Wandsworth Council are very keen to focus on in the next couple of years. Direct payments are obviously where you have more control over how you spend the money that's given to you by social services to buy care.
Well, it's so lonely here. You feel as though anybody can come in, sort of thing, just to have a chat. Because we used to have these support people, but they leave now at 6 o'clock, you know, and so I'm sort of more or less on my own. And to have somebody like Robert or, you know, or Doris, it's lovely. I thoroughly enjoy every minute of it. We have a long chat about the family and one thing and another, you know. And wondering how my grandson's getting out in the Far East. So there, you know.
And what sorts of things would you be doing if you didn't have a regular visitor?
Well, here, I don't know, just sit here, you know. I don't go out much at all, you see.
I'm Justine Greening, Member of Parliament representing Putney, Roehampton and Southfields. And Regenerate Rise has certainly done a huge amount of great work with many of my constituents who really value being able to use not just the lunch clubs that Mo Smith and her team have run, but also the other events that they work with elderly people on, not least the event that we're at today, which is a huge lunch for well over 200 people, right slap bang in the middle of Roehampton. It's been fantastic. The other thing that strikes me is that it's easy to think that because we live in a really crowded city, that you're always, as a person, going to be packed in with lots of other people. I think what Mo Smith and Regenerate Rise show is that elderly people can be very isolated right in the middle of London, and therefore we need to make sure that we do projects just like this to make sure that we never forget about our elderly people and that we always include them in all of the community events that we have going on.
I'm Rosemary Chapman and I work for Age Concern and Help the Aged in West and South West London. I first came across Regenerate Rise in Putney and then again in Roehampton, and I've been really impressed by the level of care and support that the group gives to isolated older people. A lot of them have no other opportunity to get out other than to go to the Regenerate Rise Day Centre, and they get really good care there. They have a lot of options of activities to do, and the care and support extends beyond the time that they spend at the centre. It's there for them at the weekends and in the evenings, and if they're in hospital there's visits too, so it's very holistic. I was very pleased when Regenerate Rise got the opportunity to develop in 5 more locations, because I think this is such a good model. It will work and older people will be really pleased. It's going to really offer an ideal opportunity for isolated older people to spend a good and supportive day out with lots of activities, and I really do wish it all success.
Many of our clients don't have family or relatives living nearby, and we're filling the gap by providing a service that is an all-round service for them. We're providing friendship, we're providing care, we're providing a preventative service, transport, visiting in hospital, and anything that we feel our clients need to make their lives of value. One of our aims is to ensure that people's dreams come true in the later years of their lives, and we will talk to individuals to see what they would like to do before they die. And it could be anything from being with giraffes, it could be going to Dunkirk if they were there in the war, it could be going on a fairground ride. It's something that is realistic and possible, and we try and make those things happen. We try to provide a holistic service for our clients, and that can include a time of Christian worship if that is what our clients would like to have. In Putney, for instance, we do have a praise at the Platt once a month, and it has enabled older people to attend church where normally they wouldn't be able to. One of our main aims is to reduce isolation and thus reduce depression in older people. And we have many stories that we can tell of people who have come to our centres or who go on our outings or are just basically visited regularly, who have come out of their depression and found a new lease of life. It is very important for us to value older people and to encourage them that no matter what age they are still able to do whatever they would like to do, to fulfil their dreams, to fulfil their ambitions, to learn, to mix with people, to be energetic. Whatever they would like to do, our aim is to try and help them be fulfilled in their life. We love working with older people. We feel they have so much experience, so much to give. And it's really a privilege and a pleasure to have set up Regenerate Rise and to be working with older people across the country. I really hope that this is just the beginning of being in many cities where we can begin to eradicate isolation amongst older people and value them in our communities.
So it's a whole new life, an absolutely whole new life. And I do advise anyone, come down and see us and you have a new life too.